I think that he believes that he's the best receiver on the team. He may be the best receiver on the team from a talent standpoint, but the heartbeat of that team goes to Jarvis Landry, who got there before him. And everything works smoother because this is a team that really operates a lot better when it goes from the run game and play action pass. And Odell Beckham is not one to live up in the trenches and out there setting the edge and out there doing the dirty work. That's Jarvis Landry. So almost his value isn't as great because you have to take him off the football field. This team best packages Tiger personnel and going through their tight ends who are talented, who can create space and dictate to the defense what type of defense you have to be in. You know, we know that if he wouldn't have got hurt last year, Booger, he probably wouldn't be on this team. The problem is you can't cut a guy until he's able to clear waivers. And, you know, and when you look at his contract situation, it was a natural out, but now they're stuck with him because until he passes, they can't get rid of him. This is an opportunity for them to trade him and get an asset that they need. For years, he's been asking to go out there, out west, where he hangs out in the offseason. I believe he has a home out there, right? Could you imagine sending him? Listen, the L.A. is all in. They put their chips all the way in the middle. They lost Cam Akers the other day to Achilles injury. I think that Odell Beckham would be perfect to be traded out there. You know that New England has been taking receipts. Everybody had that smoke. You know, out there, Bill Belichick spent more money in free agency than he's ever spent. And you know him and Cam is a nice, perfect marriage as well, as they can always use enough explosive weapons out there. And you also know that New Orleans needs a weapon, somebody opposite of Michael Thomas. So it's a market out there for him. He's a guy that's not going to be in his roster after this year because there's no guaranteed money left on his contract.
Bart. Hey, Bart, pass it back to me. Pass the baton, big guy. You done ran with it long enough. Now, here's what I'll say. Hey, thank you. I got it. You know, just like I know, this is a game about players, okay? And so Odell Beckham Jr. is a talent. He is a player. He is a home run maker. So understand that. I get it. And if we really want to be honest, the heartbeat of that team is Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, this running game with one of the better offensive lines in football. It's not going to be Baker in the passing game. True enough, Baker's got to make some plays, and he's got to do some things creatively with Kevin Stefanski in and outside of the pocket the way they did last year. But this team is going to be a run team, a play-action team, and they're going to count on Landry and Beckham to dictate coverage when they get one-on-one coverage because of the run game and because of the play-action. But, Bart, here's the thing. How many times have you and I both been hurt, and it's a lonely feeling when you're in the training room? You're not coming back on the field screaming loud, saying can't wait, doing all these different things. You're coming out there just trying to get your feet wet, just trying to fit in, just trying to be a part of the team. I think that's what Odell is going to do. Now, eventually, once he's healthy and making plays and proposing the field goal nets and all these different things, yeah, he's gonna do Odell. I'm sure it's going to be an extra blonde streak in the hair somewhere at some point. But initially, Odell Beckham Jr. is going to be humble because he doesn't really know how that knee is going to react. And the last thing you want to do is be out there cutting the fool and your body's not healthy.
Yeah, look, Boog, I agree with you 100%. Here's the thing about Odell Beckham, and I heard you say this, Bart, about going out west. The worst thing that could happen for a guy like Odell is going to L.A. I think staying in Cleveland keeps him focused, keeps him engaged. It's about your environment. And I spoke to you earlier about this, about the Browns having that family-type feel. You saw the continuity towards the end of the season and the postseason. You saw the togetherness. And when you're a guy like Booger was saying, when you're a guy, right, that's injured and you sit on the outside and you're on the outside looking in and your team is having success without you, guess what? You're like, all right, look, I gotta get my stuff together and I have to come in. I don't need to be a distraction. I need to come in and find my way into this team, make sure that they accept me, not try to overstep or overlap my boundaries, make sure I do my part. And that's being the best guy at my position, doing my job every single night, whether that's blocking downfield, whether that's going out for those short wideouts or going deep threats or whatever the case may be. When my number is called, I just need to be ready. It's all about winning. And when the athlete is hurt, the most important thing that you want to do is just get back out there, because then it gives you a different perspective on the game. Like, you have love for the game in any sport, but once you get injured, it's like, man, I would never take this for granted. And I think this is a humbling situation for Odell Beckham.
It is a humbling situation, but this is the narrative, and this is what's out there. He's the James Harden of football, right? He's a great, talented player, but you can't win with him. He hasn't won anything. He hasn't had an opportunity to be on the big stage. Now, Cleveland offers the big stage for him, but it only offers the big stage for him for 1 year, right? You know that next year he's not going to be on this team regardless. So if I can get myself out of here, go to L.A., you know Deshaun Jackson's always hurt. You want to go somewhere where you can get traded and maybe get a long-term contract, and they can maybe give you a 1 or 2 year deal, which will prorate some of his signing bonus so that they can fit underneath the salary cap. And he's playing with a superior, talented quarterback in Matthew Stafford that's going to make him look great. And you know that's a team that's going to air it out. Like, for him to go into free agency next year,
but what did the Browns get?
What did the Browns get in return?
Like, why are they going to do that?
Hey, man, you can have Cooper Kupp.
Come on.
I don't know. You can have Robert
But listen,
what you want?
Is this real, or are we just playing fantasy? You can't give me widespread for one side and not the other. It takes two to tango.
Well, they got a lot of great
man,
defense.
somebody test Bart, man. He's talking about Cooper Kupp for Odell.
No,
somebody give Bart a test.
I was just playing with that one.
Just poking holes in that one.
Listen, when you said that he's the James Harden of the NFL, right? What happened with James Harden when he went to the Brooklyn Nets? He sacrificed. Because he was sacrificing. Before he got injured, we was talking about how James Harden took a back seat to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant because he wanted to win. He came into their organization. He wanted to get traded there where they were already were. And I know it was for a short period of time, but this is what I'm saying. If you're about winning, right, and you come to that point in your life where you just want to win and you want to go somewhere, you want to fit in, like Odell's coming back, he's going to sacrifice. We witnessed that. We witnessed that with James Harden before he got injured. He took a back seat to Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.